We're in the $300 ship box. We've got garbage on the floor. King of Bling, I'm sorry, dude. It got so cold it froze the bottle. I was just about to make some vids on cleaning the inside, but, you know, snow happens. But here's what I really want to show you guys. So if you watch my other video, I have the ATOTO S8. A lot of you guys that have been following this know that I do have a turbocharger for this, and come the springtime, we are going to drop in a turbocharged motor. I just don't want to do it right now with this weather, and I need to get some more shit figured out. But I bought a gauge cluster to go up here with 3 gauge pods, right? And I would have had to drill holes and ran lines and all sorts of shit in order to make it work. So when I put this radio in, let's see here, I was going through the applications and I was just kind of trying to get familiarized with it, and I saw that it had the torque application. So I went ahead and contacted ATOTO and I said, hey, why do you guys have this on there? And they told me that they sell this Bluetooth OBD2 adapter. You can see the box right here. I've already got it plugged in. It just goes under the dashboard. Quick Google search will tell you. And yes, we threw it on the floor with the fries from KFC. It's my $300 ship box. Don't judge me. So we go ahead and click on here. It does take a second to connect. You have to give it a minute. It's got to establish a handshake with the ECM. You can see here, everything is connected. We'll go back. We go to real-time information. And I just want to show you guys this. This is going to be a quick video. But I have everything from coolant, RPMs, load, fuel remaining, short-term fuel trim, long-term fuel trim, intake temperature, intake PSI, intake or voltage at the OBD2 port. We have boost, timing advanced throttle position, O2 voltage, and I have GPS bearing on there also just because. Now, you guys know I'm a truck driver and I love gauges. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have like 14 gauges on here. That's insane. And this is just a Android head unit talking to my car through the OBD2 port. But it gets better. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Go here. We can go to engine fault codes right there. All I have to do is tap. It'll scan. I can go up here and I can clear fault codes. The other cool thing is there is a way to log your data. So if you're tuning a vehicle, if you want to get like a custom data log, you can go ahead and log this and pull the logs off. I'm not sure how that works. I'm sure Gap Tuning could probably figure it out, but I have no fucking clue, to be honest. Just this is your base screen right here. You can see the revs. I'm going to change some settings to make it a little bit more responsive, and I'll go through that here in a minute. So if you go down here to settings, you go to settings, and you can change everything from the OBD2 adapter. You can go faster communications. You can change general preferences. You can change the units from like PSI to kilograms. So if you're from abroad and you want your stuff in Celsius because you feel more comfortable, hell, get it. And you can ignore these gauges. But the cool thing is if I go to real-time information, so my coolant temp right here is 206 degrees. I come over here and I can reference it. Boom. And you see how my fuel gauge is actually reading slightly below half. But if we come over here, it says 49.3. So that tells me that this gauge is not reading 100% correct. And intake air temp, that's going to be important when we turbocharge it. Intake PSI. I believe the factory motor on this can handle up to 3 to 5 PSI. So that's what we're going to run the car at. I'm debating on getting a secondary motor and kind of building it and swapping the motors out because this one does have a massive oil leak. And I'm not sure how I want to go about it yet. But I don't know. I think this is freaking cool. Let me know in the comments what other things you want to see. And I'll show you something right now. Hold on. We'll go here, here. We'll clear that. Here's another cool thing. So we have the Apple CarPlay. I can dial right here. You have your radio. Nope. I want to go back. So if you go here, I don't have the front camera yet, but I do have the rear camera. Check this out. Boom. And now the cool thing is with the front camera, it has a DVR right here that'll plug into here, and this one right here is for your iPhone. So your front camera, you can actually hit record while you drive, and boom, it acts just like a dash cam. I believe it can go up here, or you can put it in the grill. I'm gonna end up getting the one that goes up here. I'm gonna run the wires down into the radio. This thing is fucking amazing. I absolutely fucking love it. ATOTO, hands down, makes the best Android head unit I've ever seen. I've had a couple other companies send me head units, and I went ahead and bench tested them for like a week, and I hated them. They took too long to turn on. They were not responsive. Like, the touchscreen on this thing is absolutely fucking incredible. Like, it's so responsive when you type. There's no lag. It's like instant. And I have my park brake sensor done. So, I mean, I can open up Google Chrome. I can just search the browser while I'm in park, of course, because you definitely wouldn't want to do that while you're driving. But my passenger, if my wife was in the car, she could totally do that. Why would you do that? I don't know. 90% of us are going to utilize the Apple CarPlay, and the other part of us are probably going to use the torque and maybe the DVR. The rest of shit on here is just extra, but it is freaking cool. I love it. There is a link in my bio. Small disclaimer, they did send it to me for free. I did test it. I'm relaying exactly what happens here to you guys, and if there is any issues, I will let you know. So far, so good. I haven't come across anything major that would be a deal breaker. There's a couple little quirks that I'm going to contact them about, but they're not even something that 98% of you guys would ever notice. I used to custom program ROMs on Android phones. So I dig into these and I start looking for shit that you guys wouldn't even matter about, to be honest. But let me know in the comments what you guys want to see tested and what more I can do with this for you guys. I want to show you everything. I'm bringing a lot of functionality to a piece of shit car that runs great. This thing has like 252,000 miles on it, and this radio costs more than the car.